All right, let's talk about one of the biggest, kind of unspoken truths in data analysis. It's called the 80% rule. And trust me, it's a total game changer. It'll show you why your most important skill isn't making some beautiful, complex chart. It's just cleaning your data.
So let me ask you something, especially if you're kind of new to this whole data world. Do you ever feel like you spend all your time just wrestling with the data? Just trying to get it into shape before you can even start the fun stuff?
Okay, well, if you just nodded your head, I've got some news for you that might just be a huge relief. You're not doing it wrong. Not at all. In fact, you're doing it exactly right. And this gets us to what I like to call the analyst secret. The thing all the pros know. See, the most important work, the real work, it doesn't happen when you're making those flashy charts and models. Nope, it happens way, way before that. Welcome to the data cleaning phase. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound glamorous, but this is, without a doubt, the most critical part of the whole process. It's where you take this raw, chaotic mess of data and turn it into something useful, something powerful. Seriously, this is where the magic happens.
So what's the big deal? Why is this one phase so ridiculously important? Well, it all comes down to a simple, powerful rule that every single experienced analyst lives by. And to get it, we've got to look at where a data analyst's time actually goes. It's time to pull back the curtain on the 80% rule.
80%, that's the number. Seriously, just think about that for a second. 80%. What on earth could take up that much of your time on a project?
And here it is, laid out plain and simple. This is the reality. You can look at studies, you can talk to people in the field. It all says the same thing. A whopping 80% of a data analyst's time is spent on cleaning and preparing data. That leaves this tiny little 20% slice for the actual analysis. The part everyone thinks is the entire job. It's kind of crazy when you see it like this, right?
So, here's the big mindset shift you need to make. Stop thinking of data cleaning as this annoying chore you have to get through. It's not a roadblock. It's the engine. It's the powerful humming engine under the hood of your entire analysis. Without it, you're going nowhere. And just like any high-performance engine, it needs good fuel. Because if you try to cut corners here, if you try to feed that engine garbage, well, you're setting yourself up for a huge, massive problem. This is the one step you absolutely cannot afford to skip.
Which brings us to the absolute golden rule of data analysis. I'm serious, you should write this down, stick it on a Post-it note on your monitor. It's this: garbage in, garbage out. That's it. It's that simple. The quality of your results, your insights, your beautiful charts, it is 100% dependent on the quality of the data you put in at the start.
And look, the stakes could not be higher. On one hand, you've got messy data. If you use that, you're going to get results that are wrong, that don't make sense, and that can lead to some really, really bad decisions. We're talking career-ending mistakes. But on the other hand, you start with trusted, clean data. And that's where you find the gold. Reliable insights that actually help people make smart choices.
Okay, so we get it. It's super important. But what does clean data even look like? What are we actually aiming for here? Well, luckily, there's a really simple way to think about it. Your goal is to master the 3 C's. And here they are: correct, complete, and consistent. Those are your 3 targets. Every single piece of data has to pass these 3 tests. So let's break down what each one really means.
All right, first up is correct. This is probably the one you'd expect. It's all about hunting down those obvious errors. Things like typos, weird spellings, or values that are just impossible, like someone's age being listed as 200, or a negative number for a price. Just fixing the stuff that's clearly wrong.
Next up, complete. Look, I'll tell you right now, you are almost never going to get a perfect data set. There will be holes, missing values. The question is, what do you do about them? Do you just delete those rows? Or do you try to intelligently fill in the gaps? The one thing you can't do is just ignore them and hope for the best.
And finally, we have consistent. Now, pay attention, because this is the one that trips up so many people. It's all about making sure everything is formatted the same way. Think about it. Are all your dates written like month, day, year, or some day, month, year? Is the state California written as CA everywhere? Or do you also have Calif and a lowercase California floating around? These tiny little differences, oh man, they can totally wreck your analysis.
So once you've put your data through that gauntlet, once you've checked it for the 3 C's and you know it's correct, complete, and consistent, then and only then are you finally ready to move on to what everyone calls the fun part.
And at this point, all that hard work is paid off. Your data is spotless. It's trustworthy. Now you can dive into the analysis and modeling with confidence, because you absolutely know that everything you build from here on out is sitting on a rock-solid foundation.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last question to ask yourself. The very next time you open up a new data set, before you do anything else, before you even think about making a chart, just stop and ask yourself, is this data clean enough to bet my career on? Because when you think about it, that's exactly what you're doing every single time.